Israel. So I want to talk a little bit about what is Israel, as well as who are the Jewish and who are not Jewish, because they are accusing us of changing the character of Israel, and we are anti-Jewish, but that's not true. We're not anti-Jewish, we're not against any person. So first of all, let's start, who is Jewish? We want to know exactly. Jewish is a person who was living in Iraq, in Mesopotamia, and came to Africa seeking help because there was problem, and this is in BC, or before the era. Jewish is the person like Moses, who came and born in Egypt and came back to Israel because he faced the prosecution. And it's the same thing we are facing today. That's why we're here, because we are not going to be back home when there's prosecution, dictatorship, and repression against us. Jewish is the person who really dedicated himself and fought against pharaohs in Egypt. Jewish is a person who succeeded to change his people and take his people to the promised land. Jewish is the person who took himself from Passover, a most destructive era of the human history. Jewish is Albert Einstein, who changed the policy of science, a modern day science that we are living today. Jewish is Herzl. I think people might not know Herzl, but Herzl is the person who was dreaming for the new land, and this is what today called Israel. But I don't call those people who are in Israel today are really Jewish. They changed that. So, Jewish is really a person who fought against Hitler and stood strongly with international community to support him and seek a land where he can live as free nation. This is what we know, that's Jewish. But where is Jewish that Jewish today? I don't believe that Jewish is alive today. We're not anti-Jewish. We are the people. We're pro-Israel. We're pro-Israel. But I think there is misinterpretation, so people might not understand who we are. But today, I want to tell you who is Jewish again. Jewish is the person who, in behalf of him, the international community stood and said, we're going to house those people in Uganda. So where's Uganda, guys? Uganda is in Africa. Jewish is the person who finally found himself in Israel and founded the country called Israel. So what's Israel? Israel is Jacob. That's the same name that they changed to Israel. So today, I'm going to talk to you also about who is not Jewish. The person who is not Jewish in Israel is the person who want to take all those beautiful people back home to Africa. That's not Jewish. And Jewish is not a person who says, I want to give you a visa for 3 months, I want to give you a visa for 30 minutes, I want to give you a visa for 24 hours. That's not Jewish. A Jewish is the person who doesn't want to imprison people. It's the person who seeks freedom. It's the person who want to be a peaceful person with every nation on earth. Jewish is not a person who call us as a cancer. Those people are cancer, guys. Those people are not cancers. Those are human beings, and we're part of this world. So Jewish is the person who says, those people who are now in Tahrir Square in Egypt, now change it to Tahrir Square of Israel. And Jewish is the person who says, those people who are in Israel will stay here until the peace comes to their country. Jewish is the person who respects the human rights. It's the person who built this nation. It's the person who fought the 6-day war against terrorists. But Jewish of today are not dreaming of that. Jewish of today, I think, and I'm sorry to say that, they're not reading their history well. They better read the history, what happened to you guys, and what happened to us. It's common. We have something in common, and we have better to understand that and study and cooperate together. And I think the state of Israel has best interest when the people of Sudan, Eritrea, or all African countries are here, because this is a gateway for Israel to live peacefully and freely. But suppose that the people who are here today, one day, one of them will be the president of African Union, the president of Africa. And then what's going to happen? So the torture that someone faces is going to recall me, for example, when I was in Darfur, that I seen the Janjaweed are throwing the kids on the fire. And in South Tel Aviv, exactly, the people did the same thing, that it's absolutely burning our kindergartens. So this is not Jewish ideology. This is really people who want to interpret this as against the Jews and against the refugees. I really stand with the people in South Tel Aviv and in Tel Aviv as whole and the people of Israel that we are here today. We're not going anywhere, and we will be here until everything is done. Thank you.
Thank you so much.